Right. Done. You are a bunch of bleeping bleeps. Taking the mickey out of me. How dare you? Just because I can't work a microphone doesn't mean that the missus is the technical one. Tango, how are we doing, buddy? Technical issues resolved. I hope you can hear me okay. The microphone lost its settings. I couldn't work it out. I was getting very angry. The missus isn't the IT guy. Yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty good, guys. We're looking pretty good. If we consolidate above this long-term trend line, we're seeing 28.5. All good. Excellent stuff. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that confirmation. Unfortunately, because I've ended that previous live really prematurely, it's going to be a hard one, I'm afraid. Howie, let's talk ARB airdrop. Let's talk ARB airdrop. So if anyone's been in the Discord, I know that the room's only slowly filling up. So Tango, if you can, I'd really appreciate your help. Just getting those likes going, mate. If you can spam that like you do. Mark, how are we doing? Yeah, I am here. I'm back. The missus is not the IT guy, but she's the one that calms me down and I stop breaking stuff. Thank you for the like, Mark. Thank you for the share as well, buddy. I appreciate that support. Thank you very, very much. So, what you need to know about the Arbitrum, I love this source. I can't help. I don't know if this is just me, but whenever I see this website, I can't help but going crypto potato. I don't know why. I think if you've got kids, you probably understand, but I can't help it. Potato. It's St. Patrick's Day as well. So, it's all good. So, Arbitrum Airdrop, arguably one of the most highly anticipated events in the crypto industry throughout the last couple of months. For me personally, the Arbitrum Airdrop is obviously the next one after Aptos and Optimism. I didn't get the Optimism one. I missed out on that one. I got the Aptos one, and it was very, very lucrative. So, yeah, Aptos Airdrop looking very, very good. So it's going to take place on the 23rd of March. You can check your eligibility already. I'm not going to do that on screen because I ain't stupid. I am regretting that I only did one wallet properly. I did do two wallets, and I've got one fully qualified, one that's quite well qualified, and another one that's half qualified from that. So you can tell I've basically bridged some Ethereum across, done some bits and pieces on one wallet, and I've really hammered the other one because I'm really big on Arbitrum. I love Arbitrum. So I've got one wallet that's going to have quite a nice little airdrop, and another one about half as much as again. But hopefully we'll see what the launch price is like, and we'll do quite well. But yeah, Arbitrum airdrop going to be massive. The total supply is 10 billion tokens, of which 1.1 billion is being airdropped. I think to holders. I think it's 1.1 billion. So basically, it was a scoring system, and the more you did and the more you scored, the more you actually got. So the maximum allocation for a single address is 10,200 tokens. You can imagine there's an awful lot you had to do to get that. I did not get that. I'll be completely honest. I've got about 20% of that, and I've got another one, as I said, with about another 5%. No, 10%. So yeah, I'm not going to get that full whack, but we should do quite well. So yeah, there we go. 11.62% of the total supply will go to the airdrop, which is a lot. It's a community-owned project at the moment, although of course the team have got the other 40% after all the distributions. So these were all the actions you had to complete to get the airdrop. You had to bridge the funds. You had to conduct transactions during two different months. You had to conduct further transactions over the course of 6 months. And over 9 months. So basically, as long as the platform's been live, the only way you could score the maximum points is if you were using it from the first month. What financial advice am I giving tonight? I'm not going to give any financial advice because I just talk shit. We don't do financial advice. We just talk shit. What am I seeing in the next month? I'm seeing hopefully us test 28.5k, and then we'll see what happens there. This is the 15-minute chart on Bitcoin, and as you can see, we had that lovely, lovely run up. We did go up and test 27k here. It rejected, came back down below my long-term trend line, but we are now back above it, and we have bounced off it, which is really great to see. So if we can turn this long-term trend line into a support line, that would be amazing. We're only a couple of hours into this run up though, so we'll have to see what happens over the weekend. I'm really hoping that we do consolidate up at this level, because that gives us a really nice platform then to launch upwards. And if I go to the 4-hourly chart, you'll see what I mean. So that's my long-term trend line. And that's my kind of next area of resistance that I see, about 28.5, 28.7, somewhere in that region. But you can see here we've broken through 2 trend lines here very, very strongly. So we're going really, really well. Is that a smudge on the screen? Where, what, who, what? Negged, how we doing, buddy? Tango, Vanfish, how we doing? So yeah, in the next month, I haven't got a clue. All I know is that Arbitrum's going to do their airdrop and things are going to get very exciting. There's already the fudders out there that think they've been duped. There's already the people that think Arbitrum's a scam. Arbitrum is going to be huge. 55% of the TVL locked on Ethereum is now on Arbitrum. That's how big it's going to be. DeFi, protocol, perpetuals, Arbitrum's going to be the place to be. Eat chocolate, your financial advice. Thank you for the follow, RFC. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very, very much. Putting in a shift tonight? Yes, I am. Yes. So the wife's away, so I can stay up a little bit later. So I'm allowed. And plus, I'll be honest, I don't sleep well when she's not here, so I'll be on here for a while. Binance now stopping purchases via debit card in the UK. Yeah, Binance, if you look at everything they're doing, you do wonder what business they're going to have left. And I said in the Discord earlier, it feels like they're kind of winding down. And this stuff about CZ saying that he was buying other assets to support the network, is he offloading assets? That's a different thing. Is he offloading the Binance assets and winding down the Binance business? It's something to think about. There's always an ulterior motive with everyone in crypto. Don't trust anyone. All that kind of stuff. CZ, has come out and said, "Oh, I'm selling my Binance to support the market." No, you're not. I seriously think he's offloading assets. He's not registering with the SEC. He doesn't want to register with the FCA. He's withdrawing all of these services. He's basically stopping taking payments from the USA and from the UK. They've got to be winding down. It's bizarre. Binance is a big worry for me. Told you 28k at the weekend. Indeed you did, Tango. Indeed you did. If we can get up to 28k on the weekend, I'd be surprised, because we'll need a lot of volume to get us there. And you can see the stochastic RSI on the 4-hourly is turning down. So I think maybe early next week we see 28k, but we could have another strong weekend. It's happened before, so we could do it. Nearly halfway there, and it's only Friday night. True. What about next weekend, bud? Please get your crystal ball out. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's talk crypto. Pudding Talk, how we doing? Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, we've got a few things happening next week. We've got the Core Apes minting their NFTs on the 22nd. We then got the Arbitrum airdrop on the 23rd. And then all hell breaks loose. It's going to be absolute bedlam. I think if we have a look, and this is what I did earlier, if you have a look at the Aptos launch as a prime example, Aptos, everyone knew it was overvalued and it just dumped on launch. But if we go on to the daily on Aptos, you can see here, obviously, the all-time high here, it spiked at $20. But at launch, if you were really lucky at launch, the top of the launch price was nearly $100. Now, I think I managed to sell mine somewhere around $12, $13. So I did pretty well. But if you're thinking about getting into Aptos, Optimism, or any new layer one like Arbitrum, I wouldn't be in too much of a rush to get in, because the market does settle down afterwards. And this is not anything special. This is normal. All projects do this at launch. If we have a look at Optimism did pretty much exactly the same thing. So having a look at the daily chart on Optimism as well, not such a violent spike upwards, because Aptos was really, really hyped. But you can see here, it spiked at $2.25, came all the way back down to like 40, 50 cents. And then back up, and then sort of consolidated and risen up again with its partnerships. So there's always a big dip after launch, I think, and it's very, very rare that doesn't happen. Very rare. Now, Arbitrum is going to be pretty massive. I do personally believe that. So if I'm going to sell my tokens and try and sell them up here at launch, I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to sell them all. I'll probably sell half or a third if I can get a good price. If I can't get a good price, I'll probably just sit on them. But I would, this is typical. This is launch, all the hype, all the hype, all the hype. People selling off because it's free money. They're going to sell off, definitely. And all the investors that have got some as well, they'll sell off. And then then it'll go flat. Then it'll recover as we start to try and find the true market value. So Optimism's a great example of this. As I said, Aptos was much more violent because it was so hyped. But you can see here, even that, it came down. It came down after launch. It did actually go up a little bit after launch, but then it came back down and settled down in a lower range, allowing people to accumulate. So there will be an accumulation period. I think both of those kind of give you a similar picture. It doesn't always work out that way, but generally it is. All dumps again come Monday. Possibly, yeah. ISO Monday. ISO's, for me, ISO is a buy the rumor, sell the news event. I think, personally, when ISO happens, I think there's a dump. I don't think it runs up. I think it dumps. I think XRP is going to wait for the lawsuit. ISO won't make too much difference to Ripple and their current price position on XRP, I don't think. But in terms of things like XLM, XDC, Algo, all those other ISO tokens, I think you see a dump. I think it'll be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. I really, really do. And I'm not being negative. I've been saying this for a while. The more you think about it, crypto is one big buy the rumor, sell the news event. And so, we haven't seen the sell-off yet. Just catching up on the comments, folks. Right, okay, so let's dive into it. So Arbitrum airdrop. So you can get anything up to 10,000 tokens, and there are 1.16 billion dropping, which is 11% of the supply. There are, of course, teen tokens unlocking as well. So the 23rd, I think, is going to be a very interesting time. So, and that's per wallet. Obviously, some people will have been crafting, done more than one wallet, so we could have people really dumping it. And you can see here some of the values that you needed to get full points as well, quite high. To get full allocation, you would have had to been depositing hundreds of thousands of dollars. So conducted transactions exceeding the aggregate value of 250k, deposited more than 250k of liquidity into Arbitrum. Bridge funds into Arbitrum Nova as well, which I didn't do. I didn't use Arbitrum Nova. I didn't really realize that was a thing. Conduct more than 3 transactions on Nova, 5 transactions, 10 transactions, etc., etc. XDC seems to be doing the best out of all the ISO tokens. And Mark, to be honest with you, that is something I've mentioned all along. XDC's been very, very undervalued, and out of all of the tokens, it's the most professional, corporate, and institutionalized looking project of them all. Plus, it's just good tech. It is good. There will be a pullback soon. Actually, yeah, I do believe so. I mean, if we have a look at Bitcoin, eventually when my screen stops, if we actually go in and have a look at Bitcoin, you can see just how violent this upside is on the daily. It's very, very violent. We've broken this long-term trend line. I do expect a pullback. How far it pulls back, I don't know. When it pulls back, I don't know. Will we test 28k first? I don't know. But looking at the stochastic RSI, it's starting to flatten out. Now we can still go upwards on a flat RSI because it is topped out. It's like right up there, so we could continue upwards. But more than likely, the market needs to come down a bit before it can go further up. So at some point, that stochastic RSI will come down. But if I show you here. Try and move myself. So you can see here, basically the price runs up, stochastic RSI. So the price runs up here, stochastic RSI is nice and flat as it goes up. And when it sort of starts to dip off, the stochastic RSI drops. Now the price can still go sideways on a downward movement as long as there's outward volume. But yeah, we do need a bit of a reset on the RSI to be a healthier. A healthy chart has a bit of a pullback. This little pullback here was healthy. Where else are we going to go for a little healthy pullback? This pullback here, that was kind of healthy. It wasn't amazing, but it was a pullback. That's the only one you don't have. It's the quietest. Do you know what? Do you know why you don't have it? Because they don't do any marketing. There's no marketing and fluff around XDC. It's a proper utility project. They don't market, and that's why I've kind of liked it. Like I said, it's been the most professional, institutional, get on with the job type projects. But generally in crypto, the ones that do best are the ones that market. I bought more XDC today, not too late. Absolutely not too late. I mean, if we have a look at XDC and compare it to some of the others. So XDC Zinfin network, 3.5 cents, up 10% today, $480 million market cap, 1.3 billion. Let's compare it to someone, I don't know, not XLM, not XRP. Let's compare it to Algo. Algorand, 1.5 billion, fully diluted 2 billion. So there's headroom there. Let's compare it to someone more in their field. Let's compare it with XLM. Why not? Stellar XLM, 2.2 billion, 4 billion, fully diluted. So yes, XDC has a hell of a lot of headroom compared to the others. They are direct competitors. They do the same things, just different network. But XDC is not really retail facing. If you have a look at the XDC ecosystem, there's very much that you or I can get involved in there, which makes me think it's very institutional, very corporate, because there aren't really any NFT platforms. There aren't really any DEXs. I mean, there's XSwap, but that's absolute pants. I bought some and sold it because I realized how shockingly bad it was. But XDC as a network could be very, very successful. And there's more headroom in that network than any of the other ISO tokens. Still on your watch list. Excellent. Full up on that one now. I think I'll focus on building up more quant. I think that's something I'm going to focus on. And to be fair, depending on how much money I get out of the... depending on how well the Arbitrum airdrop does, I may well buy a few more quant myself. I think I might put half of it into quant, depending on what I get. Do I like Brad Garlinghouse? I think Brad Garlinghouse is a very clever man. He has been very, very industrious. But I think in terms of... I would question his decision making in not settling and wanting not to be defined as a security. There's not a lot more that XRP has to do if they are declared a security. They just need to jump through some slightly different hoops, and then they can carry on trading. Why don't Ripple and XRP want to just get on with their lives and trade? Open up the US market, trade as a security. Who gives a shit? I mean, it still does the same job. They just got to register slightly differently. It doesn't make a real difference. So just get on with it. Just do it. Settle. We don't want to lose. We want regulatory clarity. By doing that, you're driving your own business into the ground, with it, or at least letting your competitors overtake you. Did you get any more Grail before the pump? I did get a little bit, yeah. I mean, I don't hold a lot of Grail because it is very expensive. I didn't get into it until it was like 2.5k. It came back down to 1.5k, and it's gone back up to nearly 3k. So Grail token or Camelot I do think it's tipped for very, very big things on Arbitrum. There's a lot of projects talking about launching on there. If you go into any of the communities, look at that, it's nearly at 3k. God damn. And look at that, market cap still only 28 million. Now, admittedly, this is where it becomes a bit sticky because I don't like low circulating supplies, and this is low. But it's a new project. It's on Arbitrum. I think it's probably going to be the leading decentralized exchange launchpad platform on Arbitrum. And 73,000 tokens. So whatever I can grab hold of on Camelot tokens whenever it goes red, I'll be happy with. I mean, I've got a little lump now. I probably want to buy a bit more. I mean, I would love to get enough in the airdrop. I mean, if the airdrop money is crazy, then I would love to get maybe a whole one. But I also want to get some more quant and some Bitcoin, some other bits and pieces as well with that money. So if it goes crazy, I've got some ambitious projects I want to buy. But I would like to get a whole Camelot token under my belt. To be fair, I want some Grail. I think it's going to be really, really big. Arbitrum in general, in terms of DeFi, DEX's perpetual exchanges is going to be massive, and Camelot token is going to be one of the biggest, I think. Being a security will kill speed, would make it for a big issue. Yeah, but I mean, would I be happy to sacrifice a little bit of speed to actually get on and conduct business? It's strange. I do feel like Bargaling House is slowly grinding Ripple into the ground. They're being left behind. I just sold 2-figure, doubled my money and sold. Very, very nice. Might be a mistake, but figured, who knows. What's your quant buy price? My quant buy price, I mean, whenever it goes red now, basically. We've pumped up that much. My quant buy price has been and gone. I was hoping to go down under $100 again. We really haven't been since back here, which was December. So, yeah, I was waiting for sub $100 and we didn't get there. We could still go back, depending on how bad the market retraces at some point. I still think this is a bullish period within a bear market, but I could be wrong. The phases are questionable in the market cycle right now. We don't really know where we are. I think that this was depression and this was disbelief. But it may well now be that that was depression and this is going to be disbelief here. This might now be a pump up to the next bull run, or we could consolidate sideways, or we could crash. I really don't know. But I was holding out for $100 quant. As I said, in terms of the Arbitrum airdrop, it's free money. If I can make enough of that free money, I will probably do some spending regardless. I will wait for the market to turn red and then spend. If XRP became a security, where would you buy and sell it? Funnily enough, there are actual securities exchanges. Let me see. Securities market. Oh, I've lost it. It was on a securities exchange. There is an actual, it's just like CoinMarketCap. Not SDX, not FOM, not Bloomberg, not on. I'll have to find the link again, but there is an actual website that's just like CoinMarketCap. I did a video on it a little while ago. I think the total market cap of securities is about $15 billion. It's nothing. But if all of crypto is deemed a security, where's it going to trade? In the securities market. So I need to find that. I need to find that website, and I'll share that in the Discord again. But yeah, basically there is an entirely separate section to crypto of securities. It exists. It's already there. There are exchanges. There are projects listed. Not many, admittedly. But at the end of the day, if any of these are declared a security, they jump through some different hoops, regulate themselves differently, and then they're free to trade again on the securities market. And if these are all securities, then that's where they'll have to trade or they'll go under. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. I had a notification at 98 and bloody thing turned and ran. Yeah, I missed that dip. That was a very quick dip. Court case, resolve and sell. Yeah, I think so. I think you are not alone. 3 bricks and slides. They're bricks and slides. It's pumping big time. Cal, what's pumping big time, buddy? What's pumping now? Quant? Where are we going? What's pumping? Where are we going for a pump? Oh yeah, Bitcoin's off again. Nice. We'll have some of that. I love it. Making money. I'm not playing the futures game, but I feel like at the moment the amount of upside profit on my portfolio right now is absolutely fantastic. I'm still down, obviously, in the bear market, but god damn, we's getting there. I've got some low caps that are absolutely blowing. It's brilliant. 27k. Come on, and we're not stopping. Look at this. All right, let's get the volume. Let's get the volume indicators put back in. Where's the why is my volume not in there? There we go. Check that out for a volume spike. Check that out. That is disgusting. Very nice. Miss Patriot, how are we doing? Good to see you. Please notice gold prices today. Gold prices. Let's go. Have a look at gold prices. This is going to be in pounds, isn't it? This isn't going to be in dollars. Royal Mint. Oh, sorry, no, let's do it. Let's do it in pounds. The chart's looking healthy anyway. That is decent. Check that out. Not bad at all. Gold's having a bit of a ripper as well. So the banks aren't liking it, but we're loving the commodities and the crypto. Everyone's retreating to gold, silver, and Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is doing exactly what it was supposed to do. We're seeing the sell-off now. Look, now we've hit some sell orders. We'll see what happens. Definitely not XRP. I'm saying nothing. You want to hear something funny as well? I sold some more of my XRP the other day. Still got a nice bag, but I sold some. Mark's going to go mental now. Going to set off his XRP Tourette's. 2K gold soon. Yeah, absolutely. When do I think it will dump again so we can buy more? Absolutely no idea. I think as long as the banks are in chaos, people are going to carry on retreating to assets, and that is Bitcoin, gold, silver, commodities. So they aren't going to put their money in a bank. They've got choices. They can put it into gold, they can put it into silver, they can put it into oil, or they can put it into Bitcoin. And right now, people are going for Bitcoin. But that's a mad volume spike. That we're getting a big sell-off, but that's a mad volume spike in that 5 minutes. TradingView has gold. Yeah, I don't want it on my TradingView, though. I don't give a shit about gold. No, I'll be honest, I don't. Traded some for some core. I might have done. Who knows? Mark's leaving the group. Right, that's it. He spent his XRP on a fucking monkey, and now he's selling it for core. Need Bitcoin to hit 30k to break even. One at 45k and one at 16.5, looking for 30k once I sell. It's a retreat. It will fly. I'm only joking with you, Mark. I know how hardcore. Disappointed. I knew you would be. But you know me, at least I'm honest. I'm not sat here saying I'm never selling my XRP. Never selling my XRP is not going to happen. Not that bad. I didn't sell it for Tamadoge. I was quite tempted to buy some more shit coins on Arbitrum, though. They're doing very well. Should we have a look at the coins I sold? Before they pumped, obviously. ARB Inu. I don't even really want to look at this because it's going to make me sick. I always sell shit coins before they pump. Right, so this. Oh, I don't want AR Weave. ARB Inu. There we go. Just sold all of your XRP. Oh, Jamie Cockerton sold it all. So ARB Inu is up 61.9% today. However, for the week, it is up 185%. I sold it 2 weeks ago. Well, a week and a half ago. So absolute sod's law. Market cap's still relatively small. It doesn't actually show it very well on here. I wonder if it's on here. Now, I don't play meme coins very often, but what I did say, I said it weeks ago, I will do meme coins in a new ecosystem. So meme coins on Arbitrum are going to fly. There's going to be a lot of them that are scams, but we'll see. Every time you see my name, I'll give you a rose. Say my name, bitch. Say my name. Right, ARB Inu, 0.7 cents. Fully diluted market cap 7 million. I think it's about 2.5 million. Sorry, really, really bad. And was it what was it, Doge Inu? No. AR Doge, wasn't it? Was the other one. AR Doge. I'm sure it was AR Doge or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, there's a couple of meme coins and they both pumped hundreds of percent. What are you selling next so we know what to hold? Exactly. Meme coins, I'm such a long-term holder. Meme coins, I fail on miserably. I bought Tamadoja at the top. I sold my poo coins too early this week or last week. Honestly, ridiculous. Aaron on fire today. I don't mind admitting my losses. This is the thing with me. It's kind of like I bought a shit coin thinking, hold on to it, just forget about it. And I looked at it and thought, I want to buy something else. So I sold it, bought something else. That's gone up 30, 40%. That's gone up 180%. It's just my luck. It really is. It's just my luck. But I've put quite a lot into the Arbitrum ecosystem. So, and obviously that's popping off right now. And it will continue to do so. So I think it's going to be really, really solid. I like Arbitrum a lot. Why is my screen on full size? What's going on? So that's the gold price. Let's go back, check in, have a look at. So Bitcoin's retraced that pump. So we've had the sell off. Let's see what that does next. But that was a very entertaining 5 minutes. It took us over 27. We're back under 27 now. Let's flash green again. Yes, we have. Excellent stuff. I stopped looking after I've sold it. It can be torture. It can be torture. Absolute torture. But that ARB Inu, that was just ridiculous. Right, let's go back in. I'm just going to find the other one that I sold because, I like to make myself. I like to upset myself. Right, so maximum percentages in my watch list. Let's go. Yeah, so ARB Inu was that one. That was up 60% today. Where's that other one? Oh, it's not up so much today. That's not so bad. Damn, Poker Bridge. I said Poker Bridge the other day. It's up 25% today. God damn. Grail's up 20%. Phantom 20%, near enough. GLQ's up there. Where's that other poo coin gone? It's not even on here. They must have delisted it. Pulsechain.com. Thank you for the roses. I will say your name. Say my name, bitch. We're going to 28k tomorrow, then back to 17k in 2 weeks. Vanfish, you are adamant we're going down to 17k in 2 weeks. In a way, I kind of agree it could happen, but I really don't want it to. We'll have to wait and see. Get the bubbles up. That's a better idea. Let's get some bubbles on the go. So, on the daily, Poker Bridge, man, up 26%. I talked about it the other day, and I never bought any. That's a peer-to-peer decentralized trading platform on Polkadot. And it's going to be quality, and it's mega low cap. Poker Bridge. Let's go have a look at Poker Bridge. $0.119. So actually, 26%. Yeah. So $7.7 million market cap. And this is, I think, probably the only peer-to-peer decentralized trading exchange on Polkadot right now. So that is tiny. When Polkadot takes off, that could be an absolute beast. So I wanted to get into that, but it's already up. It's still going. It's now at 30%. It's just insane. That project is going to be a beast. What else have we got on Crypto Bubbles today? Loopring is up nicely. XTP, I don't really care. Chain, GMX 6.4%. Again, another Arbitrum masterpiece. There's some really, really good ones in here. In the last hour, we've got some good movement. Loopring's very, very strong. HNT's pulled back 4% after a pretty bad day. On the day, it's down 16% still, so it needs a really good end to the day. The last 5 minutes are red, but we saw that pullback on Bitcoin. That's probably a little bit of that. People panicking that we could be turning back down. But look at the week. I mean, look at that week. MCB, which is MUX protocol, 51% up. You've got to love the Arbitrum ecosystem. AGIX, another 61% up. TAPS recovered 46%. GMX 27%. The Graph 34%. We are having a stonker of a week in crypto. Bax, actually, I'm reaching out to the team on Bax. I want to talk to them and see what their plans are because I quite like it. I've done some research and I want to do some more digging on Bax. I think it looks all right. HNT's been delisted. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Bought another 100 Polkadex the other day. Now, Polkadex, have we got PDEX on here? No. Damn. Yes, we have. There it is. Up a measly 7.4%. Now, Polkadex is a really good one as well. I really like it. $1.85. We were going in between $1.85 and $1.20 quite regularly before this pump. So I think actually on the pump, this is still holding back a little bit because Polka Bridge is quite a strong project. Not Polka Bridge, Polkadex, sorry, PDEX. PDEX is one that I picked up in the Parachain. I've not really bought too much more. So I keep waiting to. I was going to buy some, and then it went up to 180, and I was like, no, I'm not buying it. But even there, look, Polkadex, you've got. What I like about this one is it's a decentralized exchange, but you've also got all the limit orders and things built into this as well. Again, obviously built on the Polkadot substrate relay chain. Supply's okay. Market cap 14 million. I think, as I said, Polkadot's ecosystem is really in its infancy. These are all new projects that have most of which have not seen bull runs or not full bull runs. Doom and gloom, Mr. Mannering. Can we close at 27.5 before the weekend, please? 27.5 before the weekend. We'll see. We're fighting to get above 27. We want to be above 27. We are. The 5-minute chart's looking fairly strong. It's fighting. It's putting up a fight. Sold half of mine. Still down. Not looking to sell the rest right now. Bought a few hundred at $1, so it pushed my average up slightly. Just wanted to trade with it. Yeah. Polkadex is good. I like Polkadex. Ali, let's have a look at Ali. Have I got Ali's? No, I haven't. Okay, let's go straight into CMC then. We'll have a look at Ali. Artificial liquid intelligence, or what was Alethea AI? I can't remember. It's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, it is, I think. 171 million, 477 fully diluted to 36 supplied. Not great, but not awful. You can see here, all-time high was like 14 cents. We're currently at 4.5. I think Alethea AI is one of the forerunners. I would expect to see maybe like a spike like this again at some point in the bull run at least. So I think the bull run's at least a 2 or 3x. But if the narrative is as strong as we think it is with AI, then Ali could go a lot higher. Sold half. Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So yeah. Ali, artificial liquid intelligence, decent project. I don't hold any AI tokens at the moment except Ori Chain. Do I hold any of the other small ones? I got rid of AI. Yeah. I think Ori Chain's the only one I hold right now. It all ran up, so I sold it. With this jump in token prices, are you a buyer of any cryptos right now? To be fair, no. I only ever buy when it's red. I was very fortunate actually when my dollar cost average kicked in. This is the 5-minute chart, so this isn't going to help us. So my dollar cost average day was actually Friday, which I think was actually down here. Yeah, it was down here, and then it blew up. So I did put a little bit in before the weekend here, and it blew up. And it did go into Arbitrum, which is blowing up extra special. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that. But right now, I would, that was obviously after a period of red. So that was a perfect DCA opportunity for me, long term. I don't really day trade. I don't really look for short term options. So I bought into some long term ones. Bought into some Arbitrum projects. Topped up some stuff there. But yeah, I mean, I like DCAing, but I'll only ever do it when it's red. I mean, if we were up here for a while and we went red down to here, that's enough of me. That's enough for me to buy. But right now, I wouldn't be buying anything. Not whilst the market's pumping like this. It's not something I really like doing. I might even take some profit at some point. Can you please let us know what the next free airdrop project is we can take part in after Arbitrum? I think you're going to be looking at ZK Sync. So if I take you through to the Discord. Please, no one do anything rude in the Discord, guys. So this is the Discord. As you can see here, I've got lots of channels on the side. This is all free information, research, etc. So we had a guy on Arbitrum. We've got the SWE network. That might be next, but that's going to be quite dilute. There's over 500,000 people testing that network. So expect that airdrop to be very dilute and probably quite difficult to get. There's going to be a lot of hoops to jump through. Arbitrum had a scoring system. I think SWE network will do something similar. So I think the next one you might want to do is something like ZK Sync. That's the next roll-up that might have an airdrop. And so, I've got a guide on there as to what some basics to do, and kind of like I've shared a Medium article that they've done. So we do try and get as much of that out there as well. But we've got other free money things in there as well. So things like Vela Exchange are going to have an airdrop. There's various referral links in there that we can share with each other. Free education with MCR Trading. Now, Leon's a great guy. He's provided some free trading information. The basics, so you don't have to pay to learn how to trade. I wouldn't teach you because I'm not great at it, but Leon and MCR Trading are really, really good. And then obviously we've got general topic areas in there as well. So yeah, please do feel free to hop across to that Discord. The link's in the bio up in the top right there. Just select my Discord and it's all in there. But yeah, I think ZK Sync and SWE Network are the ones you want to focus on next. And I wouldn't be surprised if either of those, if not both, launch very, very soon. I think it's tactical. We're seeing a rise in the market. Even if we crash from here, the prices aren't bad. So we might see ZK Sync token very, very soon, and maybe even a SWE Network launch as well. But SWE Network have just launched another phase of their testnet, so it might not be for a while with them. But if you're doing the SWE Network one, I would advise you to participate as much as possible, as often as possible, because I think you'll have to participate in various phases to get the full reward. And we're already on phase 3 or 4 or something, so just make sure you jump in. At the end of the day, it costs you nothing but your time. It's testnet. It's free. ZK Sync will cost you some mainnet ETH if you want to do it properly. There is a testnet section, but if you want to try and get as much as you can, you will need to participate in whatever is available on the mainnet as well. When do you think it will dump again so we can buy more? Really don't know. Really, really do not know when this is going to dump. I mean, right now the banks are in real trouble and people are retreating to assets, that being gold, silver, commodities, gold, oil, and Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a genuine store of value. This is what Bitcoin was made for. In a time of financial crisis, people will retreat to gold, silver, and now Bitcoin too. And it's proving the point. This is exactly what Bitcoin was made for, and it works. So yeah, I mean, you can see here, I mean, right now on the daily, we've broken through this long-term trend line. And if we can stay above here, we're having a nice little rally back up towards 27.2, which is where we got rejected before on the 15 minutes. If we go into the 15 minute, you can see here we got rejected before. There we go. Actually, I was on the 5 minute, wasn't I? I wasn't on the 15 minute, I was on the 5 minute. So, yeah, we went all the way up to 27.2. We rejected, came back down, and now we're going back up again. And it's pretty good, actually, how the last few minutes we've been playing with this EMA in the Bollinger Bands. So this EMA, it's a pretty important marker in terms of the Bollinger Bands and how you read them. You want the stochastic RSI to have been coming down and maybe turn up a little bit, and you want to be below the EMA when that squeezes. If the Bollinger Band squeezes and you're below here, you'll probably pop up to the upside. But when the market's strong, it doesn't really matter. It's just lines on the screen at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, the Arbitrum airdrop, I think, is going to be worth quite a lot of money. Arbitrum is one of the most highly... I think Arbitrum is more highly anticipated by respected people in the space than Aptos was. Aptos was a lot of hype. Arbitrum is genuine excitement about what the network can do. And myself and other people are saying that it could be a Matic killer. Now, I don't like to say that because I do like Matic, but genuinely, as a layer 2 solution, as a scaling solution, this beats Matic. Hands down. Technically, it's better. Slow off the mark on that, wasn't I? Sorry, Huds. Just a little. Huds, honestly, buddy, I'm sorry you missed that one. I think... Arbitrum, you participated towards the end of February, and the snapshot was done probably earlier in the month. It's a damn shame. I've been on about Arbitrum for a while. And I spoke to a few other people in some of the other groups we're in. They didn't do it either, and I can't believe it because it's free money. It's 5-10 minutes of your time, and these are other creators that have been on this platform and they've not done it. So they don't want free money. Screw that. I want free money. So I will do all of these airdrops I can to try and get that free money. What's the token price in my head? Token price for Arbitrum, 10 billion supply. I mean, Aptos was grossly overvalued when it launched. I mean, it was ridiculous. I think it was up at like 27 billion. I think if we can see a market cap like that at launch, I can see a pretty big token price. I'd be surprised if we didn't see somewhere around $30, $40 at launch. And it would very rapidly come down, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it spike at $30, $40 on launch and then come back down. And if it does $30 or $40, I'll be selling a lot and buying back in later on. Because like I was saying before, if you have a look at the Aptos airdrop, what happened price-wise, and the Optimism airdrops, it's a huge spike at launch. Let's go back out to the daily again. So this is the Aptos chart, and obviously this is the all-time high, the genuine all-time high of $20. This was launch, and if you were really, really quick off the mark at launch, you could have been selling at the top for near enough $100 a token. I sold mine for about some of mine for about $12, $13 a token. That's kind of in this channel here, so you can do it. You can do it. It's possible, but generally I would wait for that to fall off. Have a bit of a retrace and then buy in after a week or two. Optimism was exactly the same, not as violent at launch because it wasn't as hyped as Aptos, and that's where the hype comes in. It's that massive spike. So whenever there's hype, you have a massive launch price. Optimism, you can see here, Optimism was a bit more of a realistic launch. It spiked at $2.20, but you could have sold all of your airdrop there or even here at $1.60. You could have bought back in at 40 cents. So you could have 4x your holdings at best, at best. If you sold at the top, if you managed to be that guy that sold at the top there over $2, you could have 5x your holdings down the bottom. And obviously then when it came back up to the all-time high, was it $3 it went over? Then, that's some serious gains. There we are. There's the proper highs. Look, $3. So you could have got your airdrop here, sold it, bought back in down here, 5x your holdings, which you then sell for $3. Insane. But that's how I'm going to play it. If the price is crazy at launch with Arbitrum, I'll sell most of it, if not all of it, and I'll buy back in a week or two when the price comes down. But I do want to hold a fair bit of Arbitrum. I think it is a Matic killer. It's going to be serious competition at least. Am I happy with my RB airdrop tokens? I'll let you know what happens with the price next week. I'll be happy if I make some decent money out of it. I'll be happy. Don't you worry. It's free money. And what else I really liked as well is we have a lot of people in the Discord that actually took the time to read the articles, understand it, and they've participated and taken part too. And hopefully they'll be just as happy. Free money. Everyone loves free money. Winnie Gumbo, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, wow. I mean, this is it. Aptos, if I could have caught the top of that spike, I would have had like 10 grand. But I didn't. I caught it at like $12, $13. So I ended up with about $1,200. But that's free money, and that can go into whatever you want. I actually bought me a new carpet and a bit of crypto, but that was about it. But if you didn't do the Arbitrum airdrop and you don't want to miss out, I do advise you jump in that Discord. You learn about the ZK Sync. You learn about Sui Network. As I said, the guides and the general how-tos are in there. I did a video on Sui Network, a walkthrough on YouTube. There's a link to that in there. But the ZK Sync ones, there's a lot of videos of the how-tos out there. I've documented it and I've provided a link. Honestly, it's free money. You need to do it. Yeah, Mark, you did Aptos as well, didn't you? Yeah, so you were looking to buy in at launch. I think the Aptos launch was massive. So much hype around it. We were up very late playing with that one. very, very late. I remember I was shattered, but I was better off financially in the morning. So that's always the best thing. But it was such a hype launch, and that's why you didn't see that massive spike with Optimism, because Optimism didn't have that level of hype behind it. But Arbitrum, you've only got to look at the ecosystem to see what Arbitrum's doing, to see what the level of hype behind it. I mean, any kind of project you look at in Arbitrum right now is going to be pumping. So let's go into all crypto, and this is just like a prime example as to how to use CoinMarketCap as well. So literally, you go into all the listings, go into filters. Add a filter, and you just want to say, or actually, no, I don't even need a filter. I can just say platform. And I can say in there Arbitrum ecosystem. Check this out. The ones that aren't moving, they're stable coins. I mean, Uniswap isn't really a true project. I mean, here we go. So GMX is up 69% in the last 90 days, up 27% this week. What else we got? Woo Network's not one of theirs. Just trying to find the genuine ones that are only on Arbitrum. And you can see here as well, the further down I go, look how small the market caps are getting. MUX Protocol, 160% up. I've had that for months, and I'm very, very happy. And I'm staking it, which makes me even happier. Because when I was staking it at first, I was getting like 60%. It's coming down, of course. But that's a true Arbitrum project. Zyberswap, that's an Arbitrum project. That's 100% up in 90 days, 45% up in the last week. Derry Protocol's decent. Chromatica, we had them in for an AMA. Brilliant project, up 40% in 90 days. But actually, long term, I love that. That's going to be a gasless, feeless trading platform, perpetual exchange. Brilliant piece of kit. And I said, listen to the AMA. It's recorded. It's available in the Discord. Great bit of kit. But yeah, you can Camelot token. This is the one I was saying about before. This is the DEX. I think it's going to be one of the biggest DEXs around. 1,200% up in 90 days. 86% up in the last week. This thing's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's nearly hitting $3,000 a token. But that's got that because it's a 75,000 token market limit. Maximum token supply is 75,000, and only 10% are in supply. So the supply is up for some dilution. That's a worry. But in terms of adoption on Arbitrum, I think that's not an issue. I think Arbitrum is going to be absolutely huge. Vela Exchange as well. That's another one I hold. I'm staking it. 330% up in 90 days, 35% up this week. You get the idea. Arbitrum is exploding. There's hype around Arbitrum a lot of hype around Arbitrum. And I think that it's going to be comparable to Aptos in terms of launch hype. Everyone's been waiting for Aptos to do a token. At that price, I'll sell, pay off everything. We'll still have thousands of dollars. Absolutely. Can't even buy crypto right now. MasterCard won't allow me. That's MasterCard. This is the thing. They're classed as credit card providers, aren't they? So a lot of UK banks exchanges are going to be blocking that from crypto. That's terrible. Nightmare. But maybe try Monzo or something like Swissborg. Swissborg, you get a bank account with them and you get a card. And so as an on and off ramp, it's a no-brainer. You could, in theory, have your wages paid into that bank account. You don't need to on-ramp and off-ramp. You've got a bank account with Swissborg. So check that out. And if you want a lot of good information on that, maybe check out someone like Sussex Trader. He is an affiliate of theirs. He's doing some work with them, and I'm sure he can point in the right direction. I'm in talks with them at the moment to see what can happen. But yeah, I mean, Swissborg, they literally give you a bank account and a debit card, but you don't need an on-off ramp because you can trade on Swissborg. Anyone still holding Marsh? Don't know what to make of that one. Marsh? I think someone did say that. Is that one that I wanted to research before? Is that Unmarshall? Is that one that I was looking at? 1.2 million, fully diluted 17 million. All-time high. April 21. Pretty much shite ever since. Last 3 months, Last 3 months are okay. I mean, it's definitely recovering with the market. Generally, if it was dead, it would just be a flat line regardless. Multi-chain DeFi network of indexes that provide seamless access to blockchain data for DeFi applications. In terms of use case, that sounds very, very good. Whether or not it's still trading, whether or not it's still alive, different question. I think we do need to research that one, because if it's still alive, that's actually a really good use case, especially right now. I just want a hoodie. Do you know what? I do love a hoodie. I do love a hoodie. It's got to be said. And the Swiss ball hoodie is pretty sweet. I wish Steve would take that fucking cap off, though, because I've got to be honest with you, the cap ain't doing nothing. But the hoodie's pretty sweet. I do love a hoodie. Not financial advice. No, just check out Swissball because it's an option. As I said, because it's a bank account, you can use it like you do your everyday bank. And obviously then there's no need to on or off ramp. Just saying. I think they are FCA approved as well. FCA and FCIS approved. Swissborg it is. Just wait for a referral code. I'll go and sort one out. As I said, you know, I've spoken to them. I'm supposed to be doing some sort of the link thing with them myself, but I haven't done it yet. I'm not overly bothered by things like that, but the more issues we have with banks, the more I think it makes sense. So, I'm going to probably get my ass in gear and sort that out. To be fair, it's only a referral. It's not like they're sponsoring the channel. Right. Okay. So that was on Marshall. Right. Let's go check back in with Bitcoin. What we're saying. Bitcoin. What we're saying. Oh, look at that. We're staying high. We're staying high. Has there been much volatility? No, we're okay on the 5-minute chart. 2 seconds, people. No, baby, need your milk. Hello. Right, sorry about that, folks. My youngest just needed some milk and biscuits. So you did a thing. You bought a monkey NFT. Huds Crypto, welcome to the Core Ape Club, buddy. You bought a monkey. Anything to get rid of that XRP at my wallet? Well, me too. You know, I've spent a bit of my XRP lately, much to Mark's disgust. Filling the wine. No. Milk and biscuits for the little boy. I'm in charge of that today. Well, I'm in charge of it most nights, to be fair. You're not biting. You're not biting. You should, Mark, because he's spending XRP like there's no tomorrow. He doesn't tell you the whole truth. Your youngest sounds like a cat. Well, yeah, the cat is annoying me as well, and now she's annoying the dog, which will annoy my son, and then then I might as well just give up. Yeah, but yeah, the cat tells me when it's bedtime. So you can tell I'm not normally still live at this time of night. So one of those. It's bedtime. Hello, Lisa. I hope you're well. Doing your corporate mingling. Thoughts on Binance stopping GBP deposits and withdrawals in the UK? Sam, honestly, I was talking about this earlier in Discord. I kind of feel like Binance are winding down. There's not a lot they can do trading-wise if they're not taking deposits and they're not letting you stake and they're not letting you trade futures. What are they going to do? Not a lot. So what are Binance's plans? I'd love to know, because it just feels like they're winding down a lot of their business, and they don't want to register with the FCA. They don't want to register with the SEC. CZ's been selling assets, saying that he's trying to shore up the market. Bullshit. He's selling off assets. Whether he's relocating them somewhere else or whatever, I don't know. You're in a hotel now. I might just get in the car. No, I'm joking. I won't. I'm too tired. Just had a random cat in my house. He comes in and visits a lot. Cats do that. Our cats are terrible. We had 2 cats, and literally one of them went and lived somewhere else. Tells you a lot. And the other one just goes in and out of everyone's house, and they let her because she's nice. She doesn't scratch the furniture. Just weird. People let cats in their houses. It's so strange. When mum's away, the kids will play. Mark, do you know what? I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw you. You're already on your 3rd wife. Disgusting. Teach me to abuse XRP. You shite. Oh, I don't believe it. Do you know what? Let's check in on XRP. Should we have a laugh? Let's look at the price of XRP. How's it doing? Is it running with the rest of the market? Is it going? No. It's still pretty static. Might be up 0.5 cent for the day. Nice. Yeah, 37 cents and stable. That's where XRP lives. Might go and buy some USDC. It might give me more profit. Wow. Sorry, Mark. You know I'm an XRP fan, really. I just love winding you up. I know how much of a hardcore XRP guy you are, and I know how much of it you got. So I just I hate you for those reasons. That's tickled me as well. Actually, that's quite funny. That's quite funny. I like that. Right, so checking in with the market. Polka Bridge is up even more. God damn, that's running. HNT is still clawing back up on the hour. Ooh, Winnie, I'm sorry, but your MITX is down. Lossless is coming back into the picture as well. Lossless. Nice. But yeah, I mean, I just like looking at that weekly and daily. I think that weekly is amazing. And I think that daily is quite nice as well. XDC I really like. But we can check in with the price of XDC. Absolutely, let's do it. Oh, look at that. XDC's up 10%. What's XRP done? 3. Oh dear. But look at that. Look at that chart for XDC. I know that's a 5-minute chart, but someone likes XDC. Check that out. Check the investment going out into XDC. I mean, that's disgusting, man. Let's check that out. Price range from there to there. 31%. Nice. That's very nice. XDC. I think that's some of the best growth I've seen XDC do. That's not bad at all. Lisa, remove alcohol from the house before you leave next time. I'm not even drinking. This is Coke. I swear to God, this is Coke. Stacks doing well. Let's have a look at Stacks STX. %. Check that out. Everything's flying except what's that stable coin called? Oh yeah, XRP. 1.6 billion, 2 billion for the diluted. Stacks is doing very, very well. I think it's a really, really sound project. Bitcoin layer smart contracts. This is obviously really taken off with the advent of the ordinal NFTs. showing some extra use case in the smart contracts for Bitcoin. So it's looking really, really smart. 2 billion valuation. Who knows if that's accurate? But Stacks is definitely performing very well. No, I'm not drinking. I swear, this is just normal Coke. I would let my boy drink this. XDC is quality. XDC, and I've said this for a very long time. XDC is the one I would pick as one of the biggest contenders for actual corporate and institutional use case, because it doesn't do any marketing, it does a job, and it's very quiet. And no one's talking about XDC, and yet it's up 30% in 3 weeks. So insane gains for XDC, and no one talks about it still. Crypto GPT has done a 2x since my call days ago. Crypto GPT is good. I mean, there's a lot of projects 2xing out there to small enough caps, but Crypto GPT has performed quite well. Why isn't XRP moving? Because of the lawsuit. This is the problem with it. And this is why I stopped DCAing into it months and months ago. XRP is a great project. It will be very, very strong, and it will perform, and it will return investment value. But it needs this lawsuit to go away, because it just stifles the price action. It has for 2 years. But it will rally once it's done, regardless. Win, lose, or draw, I don't care. It's going to go up because it can just get on with life. But yeah, XRP it's just stifled, and you can't help but think this is something that maybe the SEC wants. Just happy because you're away for 2 nights. Absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. No, we're having a good laugh tonight. I think there's a lot of stuff that's very positive. The market's buoyant. We're all happy, and we're in a very, very positive space. Zoltan, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. We're all coming over tomorrow night. I'm there tomorrow night, so tough. What's my average buy on XRP? XRP, my average buy price is actually quite high. I started buying it in the bull run of 2021, early on. So we're probably looking... Actually, I could actually just check, couldn't I? That would be even easier. My average buy price on XRP, believe it or not, is actually 36.4 cents. So I am in profit on XRP. Just for now. Insane. But yeah, so I'm not buying anymore. I don't DCA into it anymore anyway. XRP Healthcare. I don't know that one. XRP Healthcare is terrible, is it? Oh, okay. Let's have a look. XRP Health. Let's have a look. It's not actually one I've ever looked at before, ever. So it's 20 cents. It's 1.6 million. Fully diluted is 20 million. So you've got 8% circulating supply, which is self-reporting, which is not good. Launch or CMC chart starts in February, 31st of Jan maybe. It's come down a bit since launch. Web3 scalable solution provider focused on revolutionizing the pharma and first one built this up here. Yeah, I don't think pharma and healthcare needs a token. Yes, blockchain could probably help make it a lot more efficient, but I don't think they need a token. $0.70, yeah, that is quite high. But I did buy quite a bit when it was cheap before I stopped buying it. That's why I drew a line in the sand. I was like, right, that's cheap enough for me. Am I still liking ICP? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely love ICP. Technology. I mean, price-wise, it's obviously still horrendous. I'm nowhere near profit on ICP. I need ICP to get adopted and take off. In the next few years, I've got it staked for years, but I still love the technology. It's a self-contained blockchain, so to speak, network. So you can trade everything on chain. It's virtually gasless. It's more secure. It's faster. It just needs to be adopted. It's different, and at the moment, people don't like different. Mark, how are we doing, buddy? Good to see you. Another Mark in the room. Gala Ball is tomorrow night, so we'll be a late one. Getting my rest now. I will come offline in 5 minutes, folks. I do need to speak to the wife, actually, to be fair. It's very, very late, and I need to let her have a rest. She's had a very busy day. Phil, how are we doing, buddy? Happy Green Beer Day, my friend. How are we doing? Yeah, absolutely. Happy Green Beer Day. And what makes St. Paddy's Day even better is green in the market, and that's what we want to see. We want to see green in the market. We want to see all the Arbitrum projects doing well. So GMX up 8%. Where is my trusty MCB? Over there. There it is. MCB. Oh, look at that. It's lost 0.3% on the day. That's a bit disappointing. Never mind. What's ICP's main rival? It doesn't really have one. It is very different from everything else. It's different kind of tech, very much like DAG is different to blockchain. ICP is a self-contained ecosystem, so it's different again to normal blockchain. So ICP is just very different, and hence why it needs adoption if it's going to be successful. If it doesn't get adopted, it's not going to be worth anything. But it doesn't really have a rival, as far as I'm concerned. There isn't one. It's better tech than most things out there, and it needs to be adopted. Yeah, it's a bit of a posh event, Mark. You wouldn't want me there. Bringing down the tone. I'll be the one walking in that's like, there's your party. Bitcoin up to 27.5K. You are shiting me. Hard to be. Bitcoin is 27.5K. Right, okay. Ooh, nice. Right, let's zoom back in on the 5-minute chart, because we like a 5-minute chart at the moment on Bitcoin. Look at that. It is consolidating and upward trending on the 5-minute chart. Stochastic RSI has got plenty of room to the upside. The volume's nice and green. Damn, that looks good. We probably will break 27.5. We probably will break 27.5 today. And that is going to be very, very interesting, because this long-term trend line that looks very flat, that's because it's 5 minutes. But that long-term trend line, if we can hold that, that's great support to go and test this 28.5K level. 28.5, 28.7. I didn't really draw the line very well, but it's somewhere up there. If it was that good, why wouldn't people be adopting? Why wouldn't people be adopting it? I'll show you why. That's why. It was the most horrendous dump at launch you've ever seen in your life. ICP got shat on by every exchange there was. Everyone sold. And check that. The launch price was $880. That was an insane valuation for ICP that hadn't even been adopted or built on. That was just ridiculous. So that's what people basically say it's a rug. And it wasn't a rug. It was just ridiculously overvalued at launch. So it did this. It absolutely ruined people. But the technology is good. But that is why people don't like ICP. It ruined investors, or it ruined new investors. People were left as bag holders, and that's not a place you want to be. Now, for me personally, I think realistically, in a bull run, I'm seeing $40, $50 next time round. But if we see more adoption, long term, it could get back up into $100, $200 long term. But we need adoption for that. That's completely hypothetical. World Why would I just say the word world? Definitely on the whiskey tonight. No. Who do you know that drinks whiskey out of a glass that size? The world of curly whirlies. Curly whirly. Never buy crypto tipsy. No, definitely not. No. Where is my wallet? Never do a live. Well, I thought you liked my lives when I'd had a drink. Not that I have been drinking, because that was Coca-Cola. But I thought you liked my lives when I was drunk. Tipsy lives are good. Curly Whirly's the best. Another DCA'd $500 into Colnet. $500 into Colnet. Mate, you must be stacking millions of tokens now. You must be stacked right up. And Colnet, to be fair, I don't blame you. Colnet is really, really, I still think Colnet's very exciting. Very, very exciting project. And disgustingly low cap. Market cap's $86,000. $86,000. And to be a top tier staker and have 1 million tokens, it'll cost you about, what, $700? It's what, $648 to hold 1 million tokens. And that makes you a top tier staker on a launchpad, IMO launchpad. That's what I'm aiming for. But to be fair, I'm nearly there. But yeah, I was buying it when it was much more expensive. I bought it at launch when it was worth like 100 times more. Never mind. We won't talk about that. I need to go to bed. Spending too much money tonight. Fair play, HUDs. That's a good buy though. I like. Not financial advice, but I agree. Colnet is definitely worth a buy. Stacking loads of those tokens could be very, very nice indeed. I bet someone 10 XRP falls off a chair. Well, you'd lose that bet because I'm sat on a bench in a park. Any thoughts on Magic? Not a project I'm familiar with, I'm afraid. I don't know anything about Magic. You want me to say curly whirly as fast as I can? Do you know what I really need to do? I really need to get a tip bot in the Discord so that, you know, if you dare me to do things on my live, if you tip me enough, I might just do them. That could be a good money maker. I might make it XRP so that Mark goes put stupid bets on. Wanting to say curly first again. 3 million. God damn. Yeah. HUDs, you're a top stake. You're a top tier staker with 3 million, mate. 1 million gets you to top tier. Trading with 1 million, keeping 2 million. That could be absolutely amazing. I mean, that could be a hell of a lot of money. I mean, you're talking about a market cap right now, 86 million, fully diluted, 649k. So the supply is pretty poor, but we've got a lot locked in staking. A lot. It's been out for a year already. A lot of token vesting has happened. So, you know, it's there. And Colnet, I think, as I said before, I'm very excited about the use case. And I you know, some of the partnerships I know that they've got already and some of the stuff that I've heard about that's happening in the background, I'm excited with Colnet. So that's a great position to be in. I wish I was in that position. Magic is on ARB. Magic. Let's have a look at Magic. No, I'm not signing it down. You know, you saw my password. I'm glad that's protected. Magic. I don't know. Which one is it? I don't know. This one. 1.5, $331 million, 543. Gaming metaverse, Arbitrum ecosystem. If it's gaming and metaverse, I'm probably not familiar with it. I've been really focusing on DEX and perpetual exchanges and AMMs. Let's have a look. All-time high, February the 20th, $6. It's come down. So it's lost value since February, which is pretty weird. Gaming communities, Treasure Metaverse, decentralized NFT system, cross-game currency connects games, players, and metaverses. It sounds okay, but it's not an area I'm overly familiar with or bullish in. I mean, it seems like a lot of money for something that's relatively new on Arbitrum. That it's just gaming metaverse, which is not something that Arbitrum is going to be known for. Arbitrum really is going to be a DeFi space, I think. 55 million in staking. Damn. Mark's grounding now and swearing. It's a baby version of Veracity with proof of view, but with a launch pad. Nice. This can definitely reach Veracity if it gets out there. Okay, cool. If it does, he's retiring. Bitcoin isn't stopping tonight. Love it. Let's have a look at Bitcoin again. Bitcoin is exciting. Let's face it, folks. Bitcoin is up 10.5% on the day. 10.5%. It has smashed through 27.5. We're at 27,650. So we got another huge volume spike. So that's 2 within an hour that we've had. 2 very large volume spikes on a 5-minute chart. So this could probably pull back again. But if it does exactly the same thing, if it pulls back down, it could go again. So we want to see it wick down on the red, if it goes red, and come back down. But right now, this volume's continuing. And the RSI's still got a little bit of room on it. But it might turn over. We're just starting to see some red. But yeah, Bitcoin, very, very exciting on the 5-minute. And not a place I tend to live because I don't day trade. I do like long-term investing. But damn, I like 5-minute charts that look that pretty. Hello. 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 All right. 10% is crazy on a market cap that size. It is. It is crazy. Absolutely insane. Right then, folks, I am going to call it a night there because Bitcoin's just turned red. I might be a bad omen on the 5-minute chart, so I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to give my wife a phone call, tell her how much I love her and miss her. But I will be back on tomorrow. Have no doubt about that. I'm going to get some. I'm going to do some research and drop that on OpenOcean. I quite like that at the moment. OOE tokens. I'm going to drop that research tomorrow, and we'll also do some more Arbitrum diving. But yes, great live tonight, folks. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support as always. Absolute legends, every one of you. If you're not already following me on TikTok, please do. It really does help. And obviously, of course, if you're not already, jump into the Discord. Completely free and a great laugh with some great information. And as I said before, if you want information on airdrops like Arbitrum that haven't happened yet, there are some available. We're looking at the moment at things like ZK Sync. We are looking at Sui Network. We are looking at Vela Exchange that we believe, well, Vela Exchange have confirmed that there will be one. You've got other free money things in there as well. So hop on in. It'll be fantastic to see as many of you in there as we can. But in the meantime, I will speak to you soon. Have a great night and catch you tomorrow.